Hi, I'm Dr. Anndrea Hatcher from Olive Branch Parke Veterinary Clinic. Today I'm going to talk about the red-eared slider. The United States Federal Drug Administration prohibits the sale of turtles that are smaller than 4 inches long. This is to prevent young children from putting them into their mouths and exposing themselves to the salmonella bacteria that many reptiles carry. The adult shell length of a red-eared slider is 5 to 8 inches. The enclosure temperature range should be 72 degrees Fahrenheit to 86 degrees, the cool side to the warm side. The water temperature should be 72 to 80 degrees, and the basking spot 90 to 95 degrees. The humidity should be 80 to 90%. They are diurnal, semi-aquatic. As pet indoor turtles, they should not brumate over winter. Brumation is a not quite hibernation. Males are considered adult when their shells are 4 inches long. Females are considered adult when their shells are 6 inches long. This happens at 5 to 6 years old in the wild, but may occur sooner when they're kept as pets. Adult females are usually larger than the males. Males have larger claws on the front feet than the females. The male's plastron is curved for breeding, and the female's is flat. The male's tail is usually longer and thicker than the female's, and the male's cloaca is beyond the end of the carapace, while the female's is usually at the end of the carapace or under. The lifespan is 50 to 100 years. The aquarium size, you would need a 75-gallon tank or larger, and the water should be 16 to 18 inches deep. So the equipment that you'll need if you're going to keep a red-eared slider would be a submersible water heater, an aquarium water filter, a water testing kit, a UVB light source, 2 above water thermometers, a humidity gauge, gravel, unchlorinated water, and rocks for a dry basking spot. Red-eared sliders are omnivorous semi-aquatic turtles. The aquarium setup should have gravel substrate with a gentle sloped-up area to a basking spot with rocks. The cool side of the enclosure should be 72 and the basking should be 90. Red-eared sliders can be fed every other day. 15 to 30 minutes after feeding, remove the uneaten food from the aquarium. Feed a wide variety of foods including aquatic turtle food, dark leafy greens such as kale, collard greens, and mustard greens, freeze-dried shrimp, crickets, mealworms, and waxworms. Dust the food with a calcium supplement. If you're keeping more than one red-eared slider, the recommendation is to keep 2 to 3 same-sized females per male. Water changes with unchlorinated water should be frequent enough to maintain as low ammonia levels as possible and a pH of 6 to 6.2. The UVB light bulb should be replaced every 6 to 12 months, and the UVB light must shine onto the turtle, not through the glass. New turtles should be examined by a veterinarian and have a fecal sample checked for intestinal parasites. All reptiles may carry salmonella, which can cause disease in humans. Very young and very old humans are most at risk. Always wash your hands after handling reptiles. When deciding whether or not to have a red-eared slider, it is important to consider whether or not turtles are good pets. This is from Alice's Adventures in Wonderland. Then the queen left off, quite out of breath, and said to Alice, "Have you seen the mock turtle yet?" "No," said Alice, "I don't even know what a mock turtle is." "It's the same thing mock turtle soup is made from," said the queen. The word turtle is often used to refer to both turtles and tortoises. Tortoises live on land, and most of them are plant eaters. Turtles spend part or all of their time in water, and often eat both plants and animals. They are both reptiles, which means that in captivity, they need to be provided with a temperature gradient so they can maintain their body temperature. They also need a source of UV light to stay healthy. Common types of turtles kept as pets include box turtles, sliders, mud turtles, and painted turtles. In 2015, according to the Indiana Department of Natural Resources, it is illegal in the state of Indiana to sell native species of turtles and their subspecies, regardless of whether they are captive bred or wild caught. The Indiana Department of Natural Resources does not encourage the keeping of turtles as pets, but does allow it if the turtle is obtained legally with a hunting or fishing license. Endangered species cannot be collected from the wild or sold in Indiana. The Indiana DNR's listing of Indiana's native species of turtles in 2015 included the alligator snapping turtle, which is endangered, the eastern mud turtle, which is endangered, spotted turtle, which is endangered, Blanding's turtle, which is endangered, hieroglyphic river cooter, endangered, ornate box turtle, endangered, eastern box turtle, protected, red-eared slider, common snapping turtle, smooth soft shell turtle, spiny soft shell turtle, musk turtle, midland painted turtle, western painted turtle, map turtle, false map turtle, and Wakita map turtle. Another factor to consider is that turtles live 30 to 50 years or longer, so getting one as a pet may be a lifelong commitment. Turtles don't like to be handled, and they aren't famous for their speed, qualities that may lead a child to become bored with this pet before the 30 to 50 or even 100-year time period is up. If you decide that you don't want your turtle anymore, you can't release it or even re-release it into the wild. Not only is it illegal to do so, but captive turtles don't know how to fend for themselves in the wild. They may expose other turtles to disease, and if it is a non-native species to Indiana, it could cause damage to local plant and animal populations. If you make an educated decision to keep a legal species of turtle as a pet, learn about that specific type of turtle before you buy, so that you will know what kind of habitat it needs, the heat and UV lights that it needs, and what kind of food it should eat. Pet turtles should have a yearly physical exam by a veterinarian and have an intestinal parasite exam to check for parasites, some of which can cause disease in people. After reading the sad comments made by the mock turtle in Alice's Adventures in Wonderland, I had to look up what mock turtle soup was. I've never had turtle soup, mock or otherwise. It is made from parts of a calf that aren't otherwise used, like the head, tail, and hooves, which sounds a lot like hot dogs.